anytime the auditor came close to the babies, baby was able to pop, hit the auditor far as it could, either North Pole or South Pole, depending on which direction, but basically got hit to whichever end of the earth. And from 2 souls, very much later on, become more souls. The auditor comes back, still trying to stop this newly emerging entity. And, doesn't want to be stopped. So the auditor of reality is ganged up on because this new soul teamed up with a demon and a demigod similar to Peter Pan. His name's Pan. The demon is Floros. Floros, he's not gonna be helping for free. So he requires a body. Pan wants something. Also, body. So all 3 of them take down the Auditor of Reality, who is a nightmare god of darkness. So the entity that keeps consuming souls is now basically a demigod. He is the sour vampire. Now this is more of a anthology story. So what does Pan do with the body? Well, Pan's obviously gonna have a bunch of kids. His powers are he whistles, he can make animals or people mate. Now what he does, he kidnaps people and turns them into fairies. Now why would he want an army of fairies? Because fairies help people fly. They could also help people fly through buildings and be puddles of flesh and mush afterwards. So that's what Pan's doing. He's trying to get an army of fairies. How does he get an army of fairies? He kidnaps a bunch of children and has them live on the island where no planes ever land. Wow, this sounds like a dark one. Any pirates on the island are just the kids that didn't get turned into fairies. Doesn't that sound messed up? That's one of the anthologies. The other one is the demon who got helped. Obviously, he needed a body too. He went for a half reptilian lizard body. And when he got into the body, he stopped time and acquired a bunch of assets and money all at once and basically took over Europe for their glory. He pretty much set their plan to... He was in his done phase. Everybody else had a bunch of work to do. He just started and was done. So he, after that point, would want to take over hell. Because, he's a demon. Why wouldn't he want to be the biggest, baddest demon? So he is going to get the new entity, Condor, who ate the Auditor, Pan, a couple other families around that are strong on Earth, to try to take down the King of Hell. So that's what Floros wants to do. That's a big old nothing burger. explanations. But thing I do like about he's skipping around doing all of this. Floros has a daughter, Chaos. While he's a half reptilian, regenerating, time, fire, demon. That's all nice and whatnot. This is his craziest, most sadistic offspring. Now, see, this is where jumping around gets crazy. So later on, he stops time, but he ages while the time stops. So the bodies he's in, he just kind of wastes really, really fast. So he has to take his daughter's body to, go around on Earth. And he puts his daughter in hell for him to rule. And as she's part reptilian, kind of just starts, she gets messed up in hell, just regenerates. And then, any bit people ate off of her, she regenerates inside of them. So Chaos just becomes the ultimate hell hive mind. They want to take down hell, but she basically is just taking over most of it for them. Well, they do infiltrate hell at one particular demon castle. Basically, Condor and Pan help Floros take over a section of hell to become a demon king before trying to, take them all out at once. So Floros takes what survived of the demon king he took over. One of them was Hobbs, a zodiac tiger demon. And Floros is about time and fire. But Hobbs, his previous thing was being invisible. So he was like the messenger for Floros ascending to his realm in the part of hell. And he did that. How nice. But he had a rough road. Chaos was following him throughout. Chaos was cool with Hobbs because basically it was her father's slave, and she was planning on taking over from her father, stealing his place. So basically, it would be her future slave. So she was cool with Hobbs. Now, when you get to the actual time where they set the meeting, they're all doing that. Hobbs is going around talking to the Demon Kings to get the meeting set up to basically ambush all the heads of hell. Unbeknownst to them, Chaos has already taken over hell, but basically the Flood, if you ever played Halo, that's what's going down in hell, taking over all the different demons. So while all that's going on, Songo is a African war chief cannibal who has sonic powers that he can scream and make people's head explode. He is a war chief cannibal taking over Africa. So our crew of the demon, demigod, and Condor, they want him as, in their family. They go over to Africa. They want him to join. he demands they kill all of his enemies for him. They instantly do it. What, Veronica? Because Pan has the power for them all to fly around and be smashed into buildings and whatnot. What, Veronica? Alright, go get batteries. So all of Songo's problems are near immediately solved just by Pan. Well, this isn't good enough. They actually need some blood to tie all their families together. So Songo, who has a ridiculous amount of children, marries off to all of their different children that they currently have. So if you're not paying attention already, decades have gone by. I'm just running through it, but they are slowly taking over the world. In India, after all the weddings of a bunch of their kids getting married and the whole world's family, hooray, they go to India where there's a woman who has 6 arms and is super fertile, as in she has huge litters of children at a time. She has the basic powers of love, turning people into stone. Does not work on everybody. Works on Condor, doesn't work on the demigod Pan, so everything's set back right. She joins them, she takes over Asia with love, just because she has a ridiculous amount of children. Songo was like, man, he has a crazy amount of children, and then it just gets even more ridiculous. So Condor takes all of his allies into consideration because he just starts pruning them in their sleep. Anyone who could be secretly a spy, he kills in their sleep like Freddy Krueger. None of them are really cool with that, but none of them know it, so... Whoa, why are you running away?
Thank you, Daddy.
Man, I was getting done with that. Way faster. Oh, where was I? The whole world family. So Condor basically kills all their earthly enemies. So really then all they have to worry about is in hell. All of them have enough kids, they infiltrate the governments, they take over businesses near all of society. Now they can't kill people in their sleep that aren't people though. So all the demons, whatnot, yeah, those didn't get killed in their sleep. But all the really bad people. The meeting is set. Hobbs went down all the different demon king realm, and Chaos followed him and was trying to take over little bits. A battle in hell started when they all arrived for the meeting, when Chaos basically was everybody and just started taking over the entire army. She could not take over the demon kings. She was not powerful enough whatsoever to do that. But Pan, Floros, Condor, they did not bring Songo or the Indian chick because they weren't even close to the power. They would have gotten slaughtered. So Condor did not go as Condor. He just conjured up a bunch of shadows to look like a shadow demon. Pan did not look like Pan. He did not look human. He just covered himself in sparkly fairies and just looked like sparkles in humanoid shape. All the different demons actually liked Floros. He was not as homunculus looking. He wasn't a mixed match of so many different parts. The more pure demons liked Floros because he was just leopard cat, really just one species leopard, and they roughly preferred that a little more than everything else. Oops. Did not need to fight any of them. But Lucifer, Beelzebub, all the different names of the devil basically were the kings of hell. Pan kills 2 immediately with sparkles. You know, just smashing them around. And Chaos gets whooped. Hobbs just kind of is innocent, goes to the side, doesn't really try to react. Condor, he is trying to fully engulf and devour the blood of the demons. Floros, he actually stops time and tries to stab Lucifer, but that didn't work, and he was in Chaos's body, so he's regenerating, but he gets under the flute of Pan, and basically Pan subdues everybody to chill out long enough for Condor to explode from the Lightbringer. Now when Condor explodes, the god's essence couldn't die. So those just came back as orbs. Pan got killed by being told thousands and thousands of times near instantly that fairies didn't exist. So Floros, Hobbs, Chaos, they actually win. And then Chaos starts talking about betraying her father. And Hobbs isn't really siding with her because he looks like Floros is about to win, even though Chaos is monologuing that she's winning. Floros still has time powers. When he figures out what his daughter Chaos is doing, he stops time. Chaos was trying to use her father to win, and then, take over. But instantly, Floros has time powers. He just went ahead and ended her. And granted, she was everywhere. He instantly just burned every bit of her everywhere all at the same time because he stops time. He might be aging. He's in hell. None of that matters in hell. So, one big family took over the entire world. How nice. They took it away from evil. Morally gray characters all came together to take care of evil. Definitely left out some big parts. For instance, Condor, because they're all going at the same time. Right over, Condor ate the Nightmare God. He went down when the first battle when they took the demons. He ate too many demons. He was becoming evil. He ate too many demons, so he went up to Morpheus, the dream god, where he's keeping a very nice people who died basically in a dream heaven. But yeah, he eats all the good souls and basically all of heaven just to balance himself out because he ate a bunch of demons. He was going evil, and he basically gave Morpheus an ultimatum, like good will lose if we don't beat the evil. Condor first started talking people in heaven into it, and then once a few, and then more, and then more. But after he started like devouring them, he didn't actually give them a choice. He just basically became a black hole and devoured all their souls in heaven. A dream heaven, not different. And that's how Condor got a lot more power. A lot more power. Because I'm just saying it like it was that and done, but I mean, Condor and Pam were super-duper strong. Condor and Pam super-duper strong. They did die to the demons. Demon King super-duper strong. The only ones that even survived was Floros the Demon and Hobbs, who's more or less just... I mean, he had invisible powers, guys, so... Hobbs hid. He was nowhere near any level of anybody in the room, and his powers are hiding. But, I mean... yeah, he survived. Hobbs survived. He became king of Mars Hell. Floros became king of regular Hell. Not bad. Demon Kings, they just took bad souls and kept them in Hell. So, I mean, honestly, that they were pretty good. So, I mean, as far as what their jobs were supposed to do. I mean, they weren't the good guys, but they took out the worst guys. But I mean, that's a bunch of books on that, right? A bunch of stories on that already. Oh, what? I never even got the tool. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna run out of time. So yeah, a bunch, whole world becomes family. Pillars on religion and business. They become an anarcho-capitalist society. They become spacefaring. They go to Mars. Obviously, Hobbs becomes a king of Mars. They go to Mars. I've already given a prologue on my YouTube for book 2. Let's just go with the other anthologies that are in that I didn't go over. So back Songo, after he joined, there was well, during the marriages, one of his sons got with one of Condor's daughters. Condor, none of his, most of his children weren't his. He just kept adopting agencies and orphanages open. Yeah. You didn't get fresh batteries, ain't no way. Ain't no way you had fresh batteries, bro. Where'd you get those batteries from? Were they in the box? Those should be good, Veronica. Did it ever turn on? Oh.
Have this so shower then. You
So where was I? One of Songo's sons got with one of Condor's daughters. So he went to North America. He was gonna help with a problem they were having with South America. So Condor moved his mansions from North America. He was starting to go down into South America, but he didn't like what was around some of the kids over there. So he just wanted to systematically clean the area. This was with one of Condor's sons.
thank you.
So one of Songo's sons, that looks like Lil Wayne, goes through and just starts assassinating high-ranking drug cartel members, government officials, really just starts taking over South America as a one-man army. The one-man army, well, it's pretty effective. He can't go that many places at once. So, one of Songo's sons starts training basically an assassin squad for Condor. Ain't no chest up here. So then 20 or so assassins just start cleaning down shop South America. Condor takes over North and South America through family and the orphanages. The large compounds where the drug cartels were, some of them get turned into awesome orphanages. Which that's nice. Now Songo having to have one of his best assassin sons, mind you, he's losing for years. So Condor and Songo, they trade more children to strengthen their ties. Holy moly. I've passed that so many times. Really, there should have been a timer that cut me off and failed me by now. Oh, those are the cars. Ooh. Can I get to the health and the snack? To the snack. So, Wayne. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot his name. Wayne, that Songo son. He is actually, Songo is huge and menacing. Wayne is actually pretty small, very quick, very agile, super quiet. One of the best assassins in the world, trains the best assassins in the world. Take out all the drug cartels, take out all the government, corrupt government officials. What? I would say that was one of the better anthologies in there. And the one about Peter Pan, I think I glazed over it. Peter Pan. So yes, Pan does have a son. He's he died in the King, Devil King meeting spat. Didn't say Pan does have a son on Neverland. He does not know he is a son. Matter of fact, he grew up as a pirate. And the leader of the pirates is a woman, which is his mom. And all the pirates love her. And P-Tier basically creeps up on the what would you call them? The Neverlandians? All the kids flying around with fairies. He creeps up on them. They're eating a bunch of food. So Pan, he can just, play a flute and stuff just comes up to get eaten. So they have plenty of food, feasts all the time. So Pan's son, Peter, flipping, really like to see, their feast. Fairies creep up on him, start whispering in his ear. He's freaked out because the fairies and the little kids are his enemy, keeping him trapped there. All the pirates just want to go home. They're trapped there. They know they're trapped there. All the kids, they, for the most part, are brainwashed. They don't feel trapped there. They'd rather stay there and play there forever. Little do they know, as fairies. And if the little kids don't want to sit there, play forever, they would get turned into a fairy. They would run away, become a pirate, or they would just die. They would just be there and die. Goodness, I have a gun. So Peter, the reason the fairies are messing with Peter is because Pan needs an heir. He might be on the wrong side of the island, but yeah, Pan needs the heir. So he becomes he gets a fairy, and then, you know, he can fly and basically gets powers from being a fairy. And I forget who exactly he had to breed with for, but you know, he had an obligation to join families. Oops. So when he does go back to the pirates figure out if Pan isn't around anymore, the only like power keeping them in the fog of Neverland is Peter. So all they gotta do is kill Peter and they can just leave. And Peter doesn't want to die, so he runs to to the island of Neverland. Then obviously the Neverlandians and the pirates fight, and Peter becomes leader of the Neverland. But there was Pan was kidnapping from all of Australia. He had multiple Neverlands. He was a powerhouse, just robbing a bunch of children. And the thing about all the fairies is anybody who got a fairy got basically a huge travel advantage. All the travel with anybody on our team was like instant transmission because Pan just lent everybody a fairy here and there. Yep, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly. Anybody important? Nope, yeah, they can fly. They got fairy. But that's not always a good thing. Because Pan was not a good guy, and he had a fairy that could just end you at any moment if you got on his bad side.
Almost there. Be careful. There will be more CCTV here.
No bullets. Think that's taken out. Yeah. Man, I'm really trying to think of because I've already skipped around on so many of the anthologies.
Will be the size of a credit card. Look for something with antennae.
But you know, over the main course, more group of morally gray characters come together and take over the world from the really bad characters. Now, let me think of other bad things they did to do something. Condor went up basically to heaven, ate the whole thing. Not, he had to do it. Maybe could he have done it without that? Possibly. Now, all of these bad souls, good souls, all this fight was really just for the collective unconscious. When everything comes back into one, Is that one gonna be good? Bad? This story is really just trying to lead it more toward the middle and away from the bad. Put the good in later. Oh, my helicopter's down right now. Ah, it's so close.
In our line of work, it pays to look ahead, Captain.
The next one after that, they are still in an anarcho-capitalist